We are in Khobar, Saudi Arabia with Kevin Turner, the Chief Operating Officer at Microsoft, who's here in the kingdom to talk to key partners and clients about Microsoft's vision for the future, and we're talking to him exclusively. Kevin, welcome to Saudi Arabia. Tell us about the official launch of Windows 8, which is scheduled on November 18th, and what does this product mean for Microsoft and for the user?
You know, it's exciting to be here in Saudi Arabia to be with our team. We've got a great team here in the country, and it's a particularly exciting time to also be at Microsoft. Windows 8 is a very unique operating system in that it really highlights and exemplifies that Microsoft has a different point of view. Our point of view is that you can have the best of both worlds, both the tablet world, the slate world, and the laptop, desktop, media center world. And the ability to converge those two worlds exists with the Windows 8 platform.
Kevin, obviously the world today is in a very different place than it was back in the 90s. Today it's more about tablets and smartphones. Obviously PC sales are shrinking, but however, when you read statistics such as that in Saudi Arabia, for example, the mobile phone penetration is 170%. This surely might mean an opportunity for Microsoft. So could you tell us about your multi-platform approach?
I think when you look at it, the ability to have a consistent user experience across the smartphone, the tablet, the slate, the laptop, the desktop, and the TV with Xbox TV. Our whole live tile and Windows user interface now is all consistent across that entire ecosystem of devices. So we're very excited about the partnership we have here in Saudi as an example with Nokia and bringing out Windows Phone 8 into the market. Very excited about the opportunity that gives. This is, as you mentioned, this is a high smartphone penetrated market.
What does the Saudi market and the Middle East market mean to you from a strategic point of view at Microsoft?
Well, you know, both Saudi Arabia and the Middle East have been one of the fastest growing areas in the entire world for Microsoft for a long, long time. We have had very successful businesses here, thanks in part to the great partnerships we have with our customers and the wonderful Microsoft partners that we have in market. So again, we see this market as just a tremendous opportunity for us.
However, this market doesn't come without issues. I'm very much aware that piracy is among the problems that you and other companies have in this region. So could you tell us a bit more on what are you doing to combat this and fight back at piracy?
The good news is here in Saudi Arabia, we've got a great partnership with the government. We've been working closely with them to be able to help lower the piracy rates around. It is something that you know, we have to continue to work on. It's not something that I think you ever declare finished or fixed or arrived. It is one of those things that you have to continue to do.
New CEO Steve Ballmer announced a few months ago that the company is moving from being a software developer to a products and services company. What is your vision regarding this shift in the company's strategy?
Well, you know, the original aspiration that Bill had for the company was he wanted to be the company that could help enable a PC on every desk and in every home. The new vision and aspiration that we have for Microsoft is we want to help enable a continuous cloud service for every person, every device, and every business, and really transition from a software company to one that's of devices and services, particularly software as a service. And that, you know, certainly brings about a whole new set of product solutions and services for us. When you step back and look at the Microsoft company today, in a very tight window of about 6 to 8 months, we're basically reimagining, relaunching, and putting back into market every single product that we have in our portfolio, every solution we have in our portfolio, and every service we have in our portfolio is being relaunched and reimagined. And Windows 8 being at the forefront of that.
I'd like to ask you what Microsoft is doing in Saudi Arabia and in the region to accommodate the massive amount of talent, the innovation that's going on, which otherwise perhaps wouldn't have another outlet.
We have great initiatives here. We have initiatives called DreamSpark, where we're giving away our entire software portfolio to students. Any student that we have in the region has the ability to have our entire development stack and platform for free. We have something called BizSpark, where we're actually launching with startups to be able to give away our software stack for startups until they reach a certain size of success. Both DreamSpark and BizSpark have been very successful here in the region, and we want to excite more kids and more young people around math and sciences. We think, the world doesn't have enough computer engineers, and we can't hire enough computer engineers. And
Kevin, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.